The United Nations Security Council has extended the mandate of the African Union mission in Somalia until the end of May 2018. However, it has reiterated that the gradual handover of responsibilities to Somali security forces remains its primary objective. It is the first time the African-led peacekeeping operation is downsizing. Just over 1,000 police officers will leave Somalia by the end of this year. The mission intends to completely withdraw from the country by 2020. UN peacekeepers have a mandate to carry out offensive operations against al-Shabaab and other armed militia. They have been operating jointly with Somali security forces, but now the UN says the pace of its troops withdrawal will take into account the capabilities of Somali soldiers. Let's now get you some insights and analysis on these developments from Hassan Sheikh Ali Noor. He's a strategy and security analyst. He's joining us from Mogadishu. Hassan, thank you for joining us on Africa Live. Now, the year-long extension of AMISOM's mandate will be the first time that a reduction of troop numbers, considering al-Shabaab's continued threat to Somali stability. Is this the right direction? Is this a right step to take?
Thank you first to having me for this interview, and secondly to reply your question. I think the extension is the right direction to extend the AMISOM's presence in Somalia. And then one more, the insecurity sources are not only from al-Shabaab. There is other sources of insecurity to Somalia where local forces or local forces also or local elements are also playing a part of the insecurity. And then Somalia need to have external or the international support to maintain that it is a growing government which is very fragile and then cannot extend or stand up its own feet. And we need, or the government or the current regime need from international support. And I think this is the right direction to extend the AMISOM's operation in Somalia.
Well, that is the question, though, because Somalia's security agency is expected to gradually fill the void left with the cutting of AMISOM troop numbers. Are the security agencies, are the local agencies ready for this?
I don't think so that the local the security agencies can fill the gap, because right now the Somalia's national army lack of proper training, proper equipment, and even the proper doctrine. As well, since the Somalia's state failure in 1990, national army disintegrated, and then now what they have to use it as a military, just as a militant from the various regions or the clans, and then nobody can consider the current local agencies as security forces which can be trusted to handle the national security institutions and to engage or to play the role to get back for Somalia's security and stability.
So in your view, though, when is a full withdrawal of the AMISOM troops viable? When do you think that should ideally take place?
I think it will take longer, because the Somalians need first, Somali people come together first to accept each other, to agree to establish a viable institution, and then to be disarmed the society, because still the Somali people carry on their own guns. And then thirdly, to be counted to the people. And then fourthly, should be established a political parties. And fifthly, should be the free and fair election to have a legitimacy with the very views and then strategic views to deal with the Somalia's insecurity. And the current institutions, either by the federal level or the regional levels, they cannot do that job, because the system still is very weak, fragmented. Locally, the elite contradicting the interest of the regional states, and the federal governments are contradicting, and everything is not into the right direction. Many things are mixed up, and then Somalia need to be taken from international society.
All right, Hassan Sheikh Ali Noor joining us there from Mogadishu. Thank you.